Should be live right about now. Alright, cool. Alright everybody, we're playing with skill power in the Division. I have a metric ton of skill power, and we're going to see what kind of insane things we can get up to. I'm going to sneak around here. I need to get onto a better... and of course, people started fighting right near us. The hell? Why is he targeting at me? What a D-bag. Is there like some... Oh, it's a resource convoy. Bloody hell. Alright. This should be... Where are these enemies? Hey, pop over to this side. I think we're gonna have some guests. I don't know where they're coming from though. Hey Kenny, what's up? We're building, we're having fun with skill builds. Alright, this dude. This dude. This dude. This dude. Oh, come on. That dude. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Pretty decent. Now this is a rank 3. Look at that fire burn. The gun turret likes me. It really likes me. The Division 2 is pretty good, actually. And yes, Notional, I've been meaning to get some streams up of this stuff, and a lot of it's been like trying to like figure out builds and stuff like that. And we're nowhere close to like figuring out exactly what's what and exactly how things are working, but like I just came to kind of a couple of quick realizations here, so it looks like we're
heavily armored hostile detected.
I like the marker drone way more, although I can activate this from out of stealth, so from out of cover. If I could find these damn targets. Alright. I don't think that did anything that time. Good lord. They're fighting way the hell over there for some random reason. Now this is like one of the higher challenges, so things are going to be a little tiny bit on the bullet spongy side, but that's because it's like top end content. All right. Give me 30 seconds to reset my cooldown. That's decent. That's kind of a decent one. Okay, they usually come from... You know what? I'm gonna go up into the building. I think that's probably gonna be a good idea.
Yeah, at this level, this machine gun barely does anything anyways. I might jump off it.
Alright. Gonna switch to the seeker mine. And just hope I don't die. Because that would be embarrassing. Alright, fire off the flare.
Reinforcements en route.
Oh, they're coming from that side.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Burning is fun.
They're engaging their allies.
Yeah, he took off way down the street. Have a chill pill, dude. Fire is so fun. Oh, I'm down. So you... There we go. Yeah, I probably could have hit around the corner a little bit more. That's how you cap a level 3. Level 4s are harder, but they don't actually give you very much more
Supply room
stuff.
access unlocked.
It's like 10k mark.
Okay, I got more speed again for the drone. All right, so that's fire. That's combining fire with the drone. It's really decent. Like as far as like normally, like people are like focusing on the gunplay and the gun power and figuring out how to get the big crits. Got a magnum gun. Got a sort of a decent crit holster. And that's
Please,
crap.
I hope you get an LMG.
I got an MG5. Purple. Yeah, I didn't think you'd like that. Let's
It's like
grab.
trying to paper cut it.
All right, so that's the fire build. Let's show off the. Let's show off the poison build next. All right, swap that over. Go with the. I still think there's something to be said about the Firefly, so I'm going to go back to the Firefly. Oops. No, that. Alright, let's do the poison, and we will hit up. Hit up the public execution. Sure, why not? Actually, there's an unknown up the street, and it's in a bigger, more open area. So the game's been like, this is one of the smoothest launches that I've ever seen for a. I mean, definitely for a like a shooter looter MMO. Like, this launch is smooth as butter in comparison to some of the absolute garbage that we've seen recently. Cough, cough, Anthem, cough, cough.
What's Draenor, cough, cough?
Yeah, Wizard Trainer.
Oh, that's not a
Piece of
shooter.
crap. So this is the purple. Purple poison is acid damage. And they're dead. And now, like I said, I have not seen anybody using this ability or this setup. This is all like, you wouldn't normally be able to do this stuff. Like, you normally have like 2 of those shots every 30 seconds or some crap like that. It's really low.
The radius is the big thing.
The radius, yeah, the radius is the big thing. I'm running with 133% additional radius. And so normally these attacks are really, really tiny and they don't do that much damage. Now they're massive. Oh, it's a territory
Detecting
control.
additional hostile contacts.
Is it a territorial control? Oh, yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, it does. It is. It comes off as feeling a bit like the, especially at the cost. Like this was pretty pricey for the game. So, and there's microtransactions in it, which is unacceptable. Like, legitimately unacceptable. Look at him melt. Oh my, that's just ridiculous. Jeez Louise. Oh, I got an M60. You want an M60?
See if it's worse.
The biggest bug with this game, which you're hearing in the audio right now, is that whenever I'm in a menu, the team chat just falls apart like crazy. Oh, we have to open the stash. Derp. Where is the stash? WTF? Oh, there it is. Alright, skill power. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so now this one is been. Oh, there's a 2-star elite resource convoy. Let's get it.
Oh yeah.
So the alert level decreased by 1, and then it increased by 1. So what was it 2, went down to 1, back up to 2 now.
they're all yellow. It's coming right for me.
Oh.
Here.
Derp. Yeah, fast traveling probably was a good idea. Trying to stay out out of as many like menus and stuff as I can. Keep the audio from screwing up. Okay, we're. Oh crap! They're behind me.
Incoming hostiles detected.
You just do that with a grenade launcher?
Civilians in danger. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Because of the melt. It's hilarious.
Incoming hostiles detected.
And the chemical burn on top of it is hilarious. Alright.
Hostile
Oh yay,
control point
ceramics.
identified.
Like I need more
So you wanna pick
ceramics.
up-
Say what?
Wait.
I mean, it's fast XP.
Oh, I didn't
That
even
one's
get
actually
that.
got nice. Spare parts. 22% cooldown. Alright. It's all burn. It's all for the burn. Yeah, let's hit this one. Oh, good. This is a perfect one. All right, sneaky, sneaky. Don't see any more. Alright, there it goes. Oh, they killed it with a flamethrower. How rude. Yeah, I'm going down. Fire, fire, fire everywhere. Uh-oh. Latex is AFK.
Oh, what are you doing?
My control point. I thought you were behind me being quiet. Derp.
Is it a level 3 again?
Yeah, it's a 3. I didn't realize I had fire flamethrowers there. It would have stuck with the gas. Where are you going?
I don't know, the map. Oh.
Friendly combatants detected.
Game runs pretty smoothly. Not the best that it could, but it does run pretty smoothly. Alright, let's try this again. This time we will target... Alright, first him, then him, then him, then him. I'm missing somebody. There we go.
Panic attacks.
Right, and no, I canceled it. Bloody hell. Okay, well, that one. Then that one. I can't get the one that's behind the wall.
Saw somebody.
Alright, there we go. Ooh.
I'm out of bullets.
Oh, her butt's in the way. Oh, we got it.
I can defend it.
Hit fire with. Run out of ammo.
It's hilarious. Oh, he's on ya. He's on ya.
You want me to?
No, I'll get you in a second.
Come on!
Nothing like getting crit in the head. Oh, there's more of them coming. Yeah, just teleport.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
There's more of them coming? Jeez Louise. Oh, must have been a second event.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Oh, it was a resource convoy, that's why. It was a double. Cooldown reduction.
We didn't fire.
No, that was just the first wave.
Oh my god.
I know, right? Alright, I think they come from down this way. So I'm gonna switch to stick with the drone. Alright, flares out.
Reinforcements incoming. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Nope. Oh crap. I didn't see him climb the rope until it was too late.
I'm taking it out.
Almost back.
Guys over here.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Some behind us still. Oh no, they're coming from behind us. Great.
Give me some damn cover.
Good lord. I think I set myself on fire. Lol. I think my canister hit the rope. Let's make sure we don't do that again. And down. Oh, that's our buddies. Derp.
Get this in here.
That'll work.
Supply room access unlocked.
Titanium, more blueprints. Officers M9A1. That's not, yeah, I don't think that counts as one of the craftables. Crap, sniper.
This game hates me.
I know.
You want
Alright.
an LMG? Here's 14 sniper rifles.
It's like, come on, man, you love that stuff, right? That's crap.
Not for this build.
Yeah, that's crap, that's crap.
Oh my gosh. And now it's teasing me. Got me an AKM instead of an RPK.
Some of this stuff's not too bad. Alright.
Everyone's talking about you.
Oh, I never cleared this. More efficiency. Oh, the subtitles in the game port. Yeah, I think the I think it's a little noisy. Okay. Oh, Yeah, this is like right here. Might as well show the. So they have like hostile events that go on too. It's pretty. Some of it's kind of cool. You got target practice with some NPCs. You just go over, you talk to this dude, and he's like, "Hey." Where's the position?
Ready.
I'm missing one. Where the hell? Oh, it's up there. There we go. Oh, goodness sakes, so many of them. Okay, this is where you're supposed to be standing. Yay. Let me put on a proper gun. This is an exotic weapon and it's not good for this at all. There we go.
Like that.
I'm down for whatever.
We just did the just showed off this one mission here. So let's do bank would be the best if we but we're not grabbing the stupid
The building's a wreck.
the one chest
Someone
there.
drove a semi. Building's a
Do
wreck.
challenging 2
Someone
mode.
drove a semi through the front lobby.
Alrighty.
You're gonna need to get the access codes to the vault to recover the item the hyena stole from Air Force One. Our hyena insider says whoever's posted it in the old CEO's office will have a key card that should give you access to the vault.
Oh. It's pretty hilarious.
of the cool side effects of your build, you save a lot of ammo.
Yeah, I barely used any of that round. Oh. Lol. We cleared it. I was expecting a little bit more.
Is this not challenging?
Yeah, it's unchallenging.
What the hell?
This kind of makes it a bit of a... It's like literally a bit of a joke. I wonder how the rollerball gets upstairs. Like it just rolls up the stairs like it's nothing to it.
Trying to use logic again.
Yeah, don't use logic.
There's magnetized levitating. Crap. I'm gonna back up here. Can you see me? Or am I don't it bugged out. Game's a little bit buggy, guys. Just a little bit. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Alright, we get to try it again. I'm rezzing in 2, 1. Loading screen. And I'm back up. Now he burns.
Checking for the key card.
There we go.
Looks like that key card is the one we were looking for.
Now, if you're in here doing the loot run, you come over here, you press this thing, that opens a thing. But we're not doing that this time because it keeps bugging out for me, and I gotta give it like a good day before I can loot the stuff.
Oh, you don't want to do this?
No,
Okay.
because like see, I'm not getting any loot from this stuff either. So it's, I've just ran it too often, and I gotta
Okay,
get the
so yeah, skip a day, and you should be good.
yeah.
And if you're not, they owe you
Then
money.
it's a bug, and I have to open a ticket for it. And I really don't want to do that.
It's the fucking division. Roach wants everyone back at headquarters.
Seaport that the subtitles are on. not what I wanted you to do, little mini-me. Oh, I got lubrication gel. That sounds awesome. Just the thing you want to find off of a bunch of anarchists. You know, it's cool. I'm sure it's like, you know, safe and clean and not been used at all for what it wasn't meant to be used for.
The vault's just up ahead.
Ah, this is my favorite room. Let's get in the right position here. Tommy gun.
Authentication successful. Access granted.
So that key from the upper room lets you get into this little side room here. But as we said, I'm having issues with the loot, so we're just gonna skip it this time.
Holy shit.
Been bugging out like
They pulled the
crazy.
president out of the wreckage. Agent, you've got a new assignment. Find out where the president is being held and get him back. Sync Isaac with a bank security system. There should be a data center near the vault.
This is a phone call.
Okay, I'll hold down left, you get right. And I'm gonna switch it up
Alright, you ready?
to... No, I'm gonna switch it to the turret. Alright, we're good to go, I think.
Beginning search query.
Bulletproof glass over there. Forgot about that. Behind you. I got him stunned.
to extract them.
Lockdown procedure initiated.
That doesn't sound good. Isaac,
Good little
give away that
robot.
vault.
It lasts so long because it has so
Searching
much
for way out
duration
of the
on it.
vault. 0 matches.
Lasts through pretty much any
The
fight.
shit wristwatch. Okay.
And
let me see.
it's really
You can
kind of
punch
weird
through the west
how,
wall. There's a maintenance tunnel
like,
running
instead
alongside
of,
the position.
you know, picking
It's a
it
long
up
shot,
and
but
putting
it's
it
the
back
one
in
we
your
got.
pack, you just destroy it. It's like, yeah, we're cyborgs. We're cyborgs. I create a new one in my back pocket with what I don't know.
Isaac, plot a path to the president's location.
Highlighting most expedient route.
Son of a bitch, it actually worked. Thanks, Isaac.
Like a little tiny piece of the ramp you can walk off of, and I do it every time.
I know. Okay. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. I think she's just in here, like, getting high. I think that's what she's doing in here each time.
And for that, I usually just shock that.
Yeah, shocker.
I haven't used it actually this whole time. Wow.
I use a lot, but I mostly use it for DPS increase.
Need more dances. I only have 2. And yes, I have them both.
Alright, now time to save the president. And to do so,
Hey, I got loot.
I'm gonna change to
I think you'll
the
lose
Seeker
us.
Mines.
There's guys on the walkway.
Whoa. RC car just drove through the floor.
That's one awesome RC car. Oh, I missed. Go finish her off the old-fashioned way.
Give him an earpiece and get him on comms.
Hey, it's number 2. I'm number 3.
Oh, hey! Ace, do you have my build now?
Kind of. I still need to, I got creeping death on it. Instead of
Oh, nice.
I don't have, I don't know what you have for your math slot. But I need to get, I have skilled, but I need calculated on it. And I don't know
Nice.
what else I need after that. I don't know what else
Heads
I need
up,
after that.
we're inbound to your location.
The Scorpion buff is pretty good, honestly. I'm gonna switch back to it after this mission here. Because right now I'm running I'm running 8.5 grand on it right now. Or like 8,500 skill power. But it's like all on fire. Such a beautiful sight to behold.
You're clear to attach. Go, go, go!
And there's the President of the United States. Now watch he, oh, no, looks like he's getting on the ladder fine.
Roach, your support will try to fuck up if word gets back to the rest of the council that we lost the president.
We'll get it, ma'am. Fuckers aren't going anywhere but down.
Watch his, like, superhuman, grip now as they fly away with him dangling from the ladder. And he's just holding on to it like you would a normal ladder. Freaking hilarious.
What am I missing for this build?
How much skill power you at?
I have 75k.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty good.
But I have calculated and creeping death on it. What other perks am I missing?
Well, creeping death is not that needed. Let me just check your. All right, so you need some. You put a spell, or you change that cooldown reduction on your face mask to ability power. You'd be good. Get some ability mods into your two pieces there. Those are good gloves. Those are really great knee pads, like really great knee pads. Probably not going to replace that, honestly. And your backpack is
But
pretty
I need
solid.
calculated. The only place I have calculated is the knee pad.
Yeah, no, calculated is like that's really good. If you can get calculated on like the backpack or the holster, that'd be perfect. If you get it on the Terminate is honestly really good for gloves, and Terminated, Terminate, yeah. And then, like I said, your creeping death is good on the face, but it's not It's not like super necessary. You can just swap the cooldown reduction for ability power, and I think you're good to go. Because honestly, once you do that, even if it's like 600, you'll be up past like 8,000, and that's the cap end for most abilities. So, I think you're pretty solid there.
Yeah, but I want to get
So-
some cooldowns where I kill and I get cooldowns. I want that.
Yeah. No, I'm like my current setup is like that too. Actually,
You shot.
chucking the
Oh,
grenade
that's
in.
not fair.
As long as you don't hit them with it directly, they don't. Good lord, it's like just hell on earth. Oh, shiza. Yeah, I got a skill reset there. Oh crap. Oh no, I'm alive. Good. Ah! Throw me latex. Oh. Oh, there's a reser in the back. He res the shield guy. What a douche. He's down. Just Roach left. Oh no, he spawned more. God darn it. Oh, I got another orange.
No way, dude.
What difficulty is this?
Challenging. Hey, here in the Triple S League, we don't do anything but challenging. Challenging in like the super hard mode, which isn't out yet, so. Come on.
God, still no.
I got crap gloves. And I got a second merciless.
You got that?
Well, one of you guys just got really lucky, so yeah.
What is merciless?
Yeah.
Are you able to drop that?
Yeah, you can. I can share it. Which
Don't-
of you
let me
want
check
it?
out. Let me read what it is.
Ooh, that's a really nice skill mod too. Holy crap! I just got a new skill mod that's just off the chain, man. Ooh, nope, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. 220, 180.
Was that a daily mission or no?
No, it's just a mission where you can show off the explosions. The really fun explosions. Okay. All right.
Or were you recording?
I'm streaming right now to YouTube.
Oh my god. LMG.
All right, I am dropping this now. So it makes all your shots from your main weapon. Honestly, it would be latex. It would probably be best for your build, unless you're really committed to that chatterbox.
You already have a chatterbox, bro. Let me get this merciless now. Because I do explosive damage.
Yeah, I got the shotgun today, so.
Oh yeah, you did get the shotgun today. Yeah, you have two. You have two of the top ends. That's hilarious.
I have Desert Eagle, SMG, and the 2 shotguns.
Nice.
One of them doesn't really count.
Oh, here I'm going to show off my build. So my build currently sitting at 8,576 skill power. I got a headpiece, but I've got 2, and I can swap back to this one. And what I have a set where I utilize the I have a set that utilizes the calculated, this one here. Throw this on and boom, I get every kill I get from cover reduces cooldowns in general. So I'm gonna swap back to that, and you can see I still have over 8,197 or 95. It's so good. It's like so good as far as like just AoEing the crap out of everything. And I'll show you how I do it. I'm going to fast travel back to the White House. So I'm going to show the stream how I do it. So you go and you mod each piece. You find a good piece that has a high amount of skill power, or a piece that has a ton of the skills and abilities that you want. You go over the recalibration center, and you look at what you get. And I'll show you these gloves. So these gloves started out as like cooldown reduction and captive. And so basically you just take another item that has higher, skill power or something like that, transfer
right
it
over
over.
here.
Then you do that. The knee pads over here, I modified those for the skill power. This thing modified the skill power, had a utility slot, which is really awesome for skill power. So boost that up. Get the mask with empowered on it, or creeping. I don't have a creeping yet. Been looking for one. Oh wait, sorry, I do. I just haven't. So yeah, this one I picked up just a little bit ago, and we can take this, look through our current ones.
Hello, Agent.
Definitely don't want to eat that one. Don't eat that one. This is the only one I could eat. Yeah, so this one's 700. It gets capped at 645, and the item goes from 450 at the top right corner. I'll go ahead and transfer this.
There's that division agent.
465. And now we have an additional option, because this is, I've been meaning to make this piece here. So now we have Creeping Death that takes advantage of damage to elites. Now it says I need less than 4 red, so I'm gonna have to like look through my gear, figure out that one. This one I could maybe swap out to
Agent,
no, not that
reporting
one.
for duty.
Not that one. Not that one. Not that one.
Agent, good to see you.
I think it's
Agent,
my mods
over
that are
here.
driving up my... God, these people just talk non-stop. Go down the hallway. I don't want to hear them. Alright. There we go. Now it's working. Oh, no, now it's not working anymore. Yeah, I'll sort that out later. It's a lot of like a little bit here, a little bit there, tweaking the little, like the boosts, whatever you're equipping with whatever. It's a lot of like minute stuff like that. And I forgot what I put in here. Clearly wasn't anything important. There we go. So that's the build. That's the insanity. And where are you, Ace? I want to show off. Let's go with the back way. Actually, yeah, let's go with the back way. The firing range has way too limited of space. I'll go with the back way, and we'll just light up a field of fire. A field of fire. Are you running 111 or 133 for the radius increase?
125.
Nice. Yeah, the highest I've been able to get it is 133, so.
How do you get that high?
I just craft those mods over and over and over again until I get the one that I want. And if you're running like 2 of these in a group, you can keep this going because you keep getting resets for kills and stuff like that. So you just keep that going like crazy. It's not as high as damage as you can do on a single target. You can get like a sniper build. Ace has a sniper build that does like 1,000,000 damage per hit, but that's against a single target. Against giant waves of enemies, this is like the ultimate because it CCs them, it stuns them, it burns them, it does explosive damage, it sets off like their bags and their ammo crates and all that kind of stuff, and it sets off environmentals all the time. It's insane. You can do so much with it, and it makes it makes some of the content just like a cakewalk. But it's not a cakewalk getting this set, because this has been a solid week of grinding just to get this basic like setup going and get it to the point where it can actually run and function. That's a crap one too. And so the difficulty is getting it to that point and then having it so that you can like reliably just keep spamming that stuff over and over and over and over again. And it's tough. The shield, right? Yeah, let's show off the shield. So the shield ability gets boosted now too. I do not have max mods for the shield. Right now I'm sitting at, this one is got active regen. I've seen some other stats that can be more beneficial there. Then over here we've got health, 69% increase. Then we've got this one, which does 83% increase. That's about as high as that one will go. This one I've gotten higher, but I deleted it by accident. The inventory space is way too small, and you can easily like delete things without meaning to. But this one can get up to 80% more too. So then that puts your shield health. The base stat is around like 400,000 at cap level. But you can get this up to 800,000.
An agent has left your group.
And basically just hammer night latex, and just hammer stuff with the shield. It doesn't work in the conflict in the structured PvP, but it does work in the dark zone. So if you go to the dark zone and somebody shoots at you and you got the reflex shield on it, normally they chew through your shield pretty quickly. But in this, it's a joke. And let me just show you the everybody knows that the chem launcher is the best healer. I got some questions about that earlier. It's like everybody knows that the chem launcher is the best healer. Well, now let's check out the healing on this. This is the new radius of the heal. This super OP powerful heal, and the amount of damage that you can soak with this is insane. I'm gonna try and find a group. Do you have a shield setup, Ace? Want to go do Captain America on a group? Let's head. Oh, good. There's an elite patrol immediately to the north of us. I'm gonna try and Captain America. If you want to like do an acid spitter, I think that'd be a good combo.
Don't cool down. I know you want me to do that.
All right, here we go. Drop the heal. Oh, I'm out. Put the recharge on it. Not that long. Back up again. Drop a couple heals. Come on, hurry up. There we go. So once the shield comes off of cooldown, you can burst it up again. It's a little bit buggy sometimes. That's pretty normal. Acid spitter is nice. Alright. I did upgrade the little flight drone, Ace. Let's go find a static event. Public execution. Perfect. Fast travel into the White House. This, I got a speed, an efficiency, and a max target booster on this little flight drone. This is gonna be cool. You're gonna like this. This is gonna be awesome.
You at the White House?
Yeah, I'm headed it's just south of the White House. It's about 0.2 click. Change this over to the flight drone. Do the
radius of the acid spitter?
Say what?
Doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like radius increases the radius of the acid spitter.
It does. It does. If you're not seeing it, it's bugged. I've had that before where it doesn't really show it, but trust me, when you get a group of enemies in a hallway or something like that, and they're contained, it's like yes. And it works really, really well if you do the acid spitter, or if I do, and then the other person does the fire. The acid actually sets the fire on fire, so it's like a double whammy. It's so nice to have too. Okay, hold on. Come up here. Hopefully this will work. Yeah. All right. Let's see if it'll work. I'm just gonna switch this over to, yeah, acid. All right, so now with this little guy, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 targets. All right, here it goes. Now watch this little buddy play. Dee-dee-dee.
Incoming hostiles.
Talk
detected.
about a public execution, am I right? Am I right? Oh. Good lord. Double acid? Dude, that was baller. That was insane. Oh, lordy, that was good. I don't know what this group is doing here again. Hey Shannon, nice of you to join the chat. And yeah, the area looks great. Like I've been looking at pictures all day, and it's pretty wild how closely they've managed to capture a lot of this. Like I'll do a sightseeing stream at some point where it's like we just crawl around and we'll look at all the different things and places and stuff like that, and it's really decent. It's really cool. They've really managed to like get the look of it right. There's a guy behind us. I want to finish off this drone person. All right. No, we'll go for this one first. If you're wondering in the chat for people who haven't played this game themselves, yellow means like the big, like bright yellow is big boss, faded yellow is like a super elite, then purple is like a normal elite, and red is like normal enemy. So that's why there's a color difference for the people who are wondering. And yeah, the damage live, like the damage is just insane from this setup. Like there's lots of really good weapon setups where you can melt somebody really fast, but this isn't melting a single person. This is killing an entire group, an entire spawn in a matter of a few seconds. And it's just insane what you can do with this. Alright, well, that's as much as I was going to show you guys. I hope this helps some people. I'm going to do a bit of a deeper dive into it. I'll post this up on Reddit in probably in a day or so. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, just shoot them over. That'll be it for the stream tonight. Thanks for the people who stopped by from the afternoon stream today, and checking out this game. It's definitely something to look into. Buy it on Uplay, don't buy it on Epic. And overall the game has been pretty good. There's some minor issues with it, but overall this has been really good. I've been spending an entire week in this almost constantly. I'll probably stream this tomorrow. Yes, I can show you the mods actually. I'll show you the mods before we go. So starting with the Firefly, these are the mods. Because these mods are really difficult, you can't activate these things without having a super high amount of skill power. The efficiency makes this thing fly faster, activate quicker, and just get it out. Normally what happens is when I send it into a group, it gets killed really fast because it gets targeted really fast, and flamethrowers will still kill it, but if there's not a flamethrower group in there, they just can't hit it as well. I use max targets for this little guy, and I use plus 33% speed, so it zips around too fast for them to target. If they're all clumped into a group, it executes the entire group immediately, which is amazing. Then on the Seeker Mine, I've got 4 extra mines on this slot, 5 extra mines on that slot, and an extra 23% damage increase. This one I'd like to replace it with something else, but the only thing I've got in here so far has been damage boosters. Or health. Damage boosters or health, and neither one of those are good at all. I've designed the Seeker Mine before I move on from this one. The Seeker Mine is by far at its best when you're using the cluster guy. It doesn't always go off perfectly, but more often than not it's going to hit at least one target, whereas with the Explosive Seeker, this thing will miss a lot, and sometimes it'll get killed en route to its target, whereas this one, it's easy to get this thing to go off and then to hit everybody. As far as the Airburst one, I've tried it once and it was just really terrible, so I wouldn't recommend using that. The drone is at the moment probably the weakest. I've done an increased blast radius, and I'll show you why. Extra bombs, and I'll show you why. And more blast radius, so I'll show you why. I'll show you how this one works. This one, it's in PvP. The striker is great. In PvP, the defender is great. In any other mode, go with the bombardier when you can mod it, and I'll show you why. Because the bombardier, basically, in its like, how the bombardier works normally is you like set up a target, and it's really quite terrible. Whereas when you have it set up in the way that I've set it up now, it's a quick fire directional nuke, and I do mean a nuke. Like, this thing will nuke the pants off of anybody, and I'll show you how it goes. You set it off to quick. Anything in that radius, anything in that frontal cone is just destroyed. It has a really limited range if you're doing anything other than just that, so it's not the greatest for most scenarios. It's very, very situational, and in all honesty, the artillery turret is actually a little bit better. For the shield, I think I showed this off a little bit earlier, but here it is again. This is active regeneration, accuracy, and damage. I haven't been able to figure out what these two really affect. Not without like proper number sequences and accurate testing, which you can't really do with a shield in a closed environment. So it's always doing really funky things and messing up. The other one is health. This one can get higher. I had a 75, 80% chance health one, but I accidentally destroyed it. And then this one, the cap I can seem to get right now is 83% for the health on this one. This is insane. This makes the shield absolutely makes you immortal. The full shield does an amazing job. It's just under 800,000 health. The Crusader one's pretty decent at 500,000, but the deflector is where it gets really, really fun, because you can deflect the fire from everything. If you're handling like small groups of normal reds, this thing's never going to die on you, and you're going to be able to kill everything with just the skill power bonuses and the health pool that it has. The chem launcher is by far the funnest. I'll show you guys the combat cream. Let's just call it that. So combat cream, when you have max radius on it, it's a lot bigger than the normal. You can fire off a lot of them. It's really decent for control, for any of that kind of stuff, but overall it doesn't do as much as like the gas does. The gas, you could set up an entire area, set it all on fire, and CC everybody with that. So you really don't like, just skip the ooze. The ooze is not it's not your friend. But for this one, and this is the most important thing, and I can't do that because it's on cooldown, of course. The most important one with this is a series of mods that really made this the absolute best build that I can show you. If I can now get into it. No, still. I'll show you guys the pulse. Pulse only has 2. Effect duration, radius. Pulse has really been nerfed into the ground. In any scenario, the pulse is just not worth it. Everything else is better than the pulse. It's just not good. It doesn't increase damage taken. It doesn't boost you or your allies. It doesn't do any of that. It's really, really weak. The various mods, the oscillator, this duration is great, but it's for like very specified things. Sure, it'll be fine for like some of the raid content when you got 8 people in a team. One person can roll with this, sure. The stunner is really good in PvP, but other than that, no. It's just not useful overall. All right, this is cooled down now, so I can show you the mods. 133% increased size on the radius. This applies to all of the things that it does. It's huge. It does an amazing job. This is just off the chain. And then this little sucker here does, I can increase the ammo count on it, or, and I just got this today, and I want to show you guys this, because this I got a little while ago. This is an increase radius on top of the radius that it already has. So let me just show you what this does. This cuts down on the amount of quick fires that you can do, but on the, let's show you the gas. So on the gas, watch this. That is enormous. Now in the I'm going to switch to the why is this thing still cooling down? But I have, instead of being able to it's like, alright, so that's like the normal one. Yeah, then this is the new one. So it's like way bigger. The only problem with it is that it's got a very limited number of charges. So you're not going to be able to use it as much. And what you want with both the fire and with the oxidizer is you want to be able to chain out as many of them as you can. So this is really good for a heal though. Let me show you the heal. What happens when you turn this into the healer with this thing on. So say we're in an instance fight, you get into that corner, Ace. I'll get into this corner. Ace, get into the corner. No, the corner. Ace, this corner over here. All right, so say we're doing a fight, we're doing a combat thing. I'm gonna drop a heal. If you move a little bit closer, there you go. You're in the range of the heal. If I move a little bit closer to you and drop this heal, and I'm healing us both from here. If say we're holding this down with 4 players and they're all coming at different directions, now watch this. I fire this right at the center and it's healing everybody on the platform. This is kind of like it's a little situational, but this is the best healing in the game, and you can literally heal everybody in the group with it. The entirety of the team can be healed by a single healer just pumping this out. Again, the extra charges are probably honestly preferred, but in this particular case, like the extra radius, really helpful, really handy. Dark zone healing might be like if you can have 2 or 3 of your players dropping that, you can huddle down and you're basically immortal against pretty much everything, because that thing heals you so fast. And if you're all running with shields and with the healing, you can be running around with the reflector shield, just standing in everybody's standing in the healing, dropping the heal, and everybody's healing each other all at the same time. It's absolutely insane. Now, like I said, that's for the healing. Definitely like has some great potential, but the best potential, in my humble opinion, is the amount of damage that you can get. Like, look at the radius on this thing. It doesn't even fit into my screen. Like, when I'm zoomed in, when I go to zoom it in, I can't even fit it into the screen. It's so large. And this thing, the damage tick on this thing is insane. Like, it's, like, I can nearly kill myself with it. It's insane. Alright. I'll show you, I'm going to change the mods back on that one. But again, with this one, go for the extra charges. The extra charges in this thing make this just a spammable device, because you can just hammer out as many of these as you want to. I don't think I changed the skills on that. Oh no, I did. It's working. It seems to be bugged right now. Oh. No, it's smaller. It's smaller. Okay. All right. Last one here. The hive and the turret. So the turret. I haven't gotten a ton of good mods for this. In fact, I've only gotten just these two. This one comes with the Demolitioner perk. This one is the cooldown reduction is pretty decent. You can get it down to about a minute. But honestly, I go this route. I go duration and duration. And I think I have. You know what? I'm gonna pop that over to the cooldown. So then let's see what you could get for the cooldown on this thing. 42 seconds. All right. Let's try this. And what we'll do is we'll launch with the. Oh, see the cooldown's higher for this. So mini turret cooldown extremely short, 40 seconds, 280 seconds uptime for the turret. Just honest to God, probably one of the best abilities in the game. The launcher, pretty good, and the duration, you see this, 700 seconds. It only has 4 shots, but it lasts forever, so probably pretty decent. Now the hive, which is one of my favorite things in the world, I've got duration on it, and then charges on it. This is really all that you can kind of more or less do with this guy at the moment. I don't really see very much else. You can add like cooldown reduction or charges. Charges is good, brings up the charges a little bit more. Pretty much all I've been able to really figure out for this guy. The cool thing about this though, and why I have it set for duration, and what I can set it for again is I can switch it over from super duration to charges. And what we can do is we can do 2 things with this now. We can set it up so that it does. If we're in a team role and we're doing the big 8-man raid stuff, you want to utilize this as the buffer. And the buffer, you can throw down the buffer, and it's got so many charges. You're going to be able to keep your enemies fed with the increased damage buff that you get from this thing almost non-stop. And then what you also get from this is you can change it to the healing by changing this back to duration. Let's change this back over to the healing, not the reser, just the healing. And the healer, now you can set up an enormous area where you're basically just no, that's the wrong ability. You can set up an area where you're just gonna camp an area. There's your heal. It's a passive heal. It's not the greatest heal out there, but you set this thing up behind you in a defensive way, and the thing is just gonna sit there, heal, heal, heal. Again, not meant for one person. This is not a single person ability. This ability, you want to set this up to just heal your team passively through a long-term engagement firefight. So again, we're not really going to see this thing be useful until we get into the raid content, because there's no point to have this guy in a small 4-man team when you have the ability to run, with the chem launcher, healing everybody in the same area of effect. So this will have a lot of play further into the game once you're doing like raid content and stuff. Yeah, it's on cooldown, of course. Other than that, it's not showing me. The damage booster on it is pretty nice, but because there's not a big giant boost in damage, it seems to be not necessarily worth it. Honest to God, if you're running with a damage booster or like some kind of a damaging ability, the turret is 100 times better, Firefly is 100 times better, and the drone is 100 times better. the Seeker Mine is 100 times better. The drones, like area effect conal thing with the extra charges and the radius increase, that seems to work too. But overall, this is more or less what you can do when you have 8,000 or more skill power. This is very difficult to get. You sacrifice a lot of your other stats. I have really low health. I have really low armor. I have next to no crit. I have next to no... I'm only sitting at 22% crit chance, which is really low for my build. I have another build I'll show you here in a second, where I can swap to my world questing, which is an entirely a crit build. And let's show you the crit build that I have on this. This is an SMG build for SMG and machine guns. Right now I'm running at 60% crit chance. That's crit chance, just my basic one. That's not counting the weapon into it. And the weapon has a 12% crit chance there and a 10% crit chance there. So this thing's running at 22% crit chance on top of the 60%. And if I switch over to my SMG, we're looking at an extra, again, 12% there, 10% there, on top of the 14.5% that you get. This thing crits just under 100% of the time. And you can hammer everything, and because this is a life vamp set, I have, I'm pretty low on the health and the armor, but it doesn't matter because as soon as I start killing stuff, I'm constantly kept up with my armor. I also have the little turtle buff, so once I'm in the corner, I start regenerating my shields. Little turtle thing popped up, but I don't have any lack of shields, so that's why. Unless I can chuck a grenade down. Boom. No, didn't even phase me. Oh right, because I'm immune to explosions. All right, got to do a second one. Ouch. Okay, little too much there. Little too much gas. Yeah. So he's got the Reser. The Reser is honestly great for general content. So, yeah. So throw it out, Ace. Give me up. Whoop. You have to target me with the command. No, hit the Q or the E or whatever you have it set up as. There you go. There you go. And it'll res with the extra charges. This thing will res you or your teammates several times. And if you have the duration set on it, you throw it down once and it'll stay up for like well over a minute. So if you're in a really tough fight, it's pretty handy. But you have to sit there and keep targeting people over and over and over again. So anyway, so that's the skill build. This is honestly a pretty good game changer from what I was assuming this game was going to be like. I went in expecting that it was all going to be about the guns. I messed around with some of the abilities while I was leveling up in the betas, and it just wasn't great. It wasn't really showing off what I feel it could have, and I was pretty disappointed with it overall as far as like the abilities go. But now I got to cap level and I increased my skill power to just kind of showcase some of this stuff, and it's friggin' amazing. There's so much you can do with this, and it's completely different. Like look at the amount of gas. This is just one person with this build. You set an entire, like, I was gonna say village, but I don't think we want to make that comparison. You can set an entire area on fire and just easy sauce. Like you saw the challenge mission. It turned those firefights from something that would be difficult into something a bit of a joke. So anyways, I've talked enough. That's the skill build. Subscribe to the Triple S League if you are wanting more content on this. If you want us to cover more of this kind of stuff. I'm going to be doing more streams of this. Of course, we're going to be showcasing the raids. Of course, we're going to be showcasing the extra content when it comes out. Now that I figured this out, I'm going to have some more guides for builds and stuff as well. So that's the game. Thanks everybody for watching. Subscribe, and I'll be streaming sometime tomorrow. Goodbye.